What is the difference with the Can-Am Outlander models? The DPS, the XT, the XTP, the XMR. I mean, they've got abbreviations for everything, and what's the difference? Well, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna start with the regular base model Outlander, and it's gonna come with steel wheels. They're 12-inch wheels, and a little bit of a different tire. Most of them come with the ITP Terracross tire. Your next model up is your DPS, which is dynamic power steering. Basically, you get power steering, and it includes a few other goodies. The DPS model is gonna come with the Visco lock, auto locking front differential, and it comes with 14-inch wheels with the ITP Terracross tires, and they're a much better looking wheel than the steel wheel. The XT includes everything the DPS does, but you stack on one of the visual noticeable things, and that's your bumpers. These are called, Can-Am calls them heavy duty bumpers, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I've already bent mine. I barely tapped my buddy, barely tapped him, put a little dent in his plastic and bent my bumper. It also comes with a winch and some fender flares kind of on the outside, keep you from getting a little bit extra mud on you. And then there's the hunting edition, which comes with everything the XT does, except for you get camo plastics, heated grips, heated thumb throttle, which I can imagine is super cool, but you know, we live in the South, I really don't need that. And then it comes with a better seat cover, which I wish, it says it's a heavy duty seat cover. I wish my model came with that. I will upgrade to that eventually, personally, because I think it looks cool. The hunting edition also comes with aluminum skid plates and a different style tire on it than the XT and the DPS does. The next model is the XTP, which is very similar to the XT. It comes with colored bumpers where the XT comes with the black ones. I believe you can only get them in one color. Beadlock wheels to match your colored bumpers, aluminum handlebars, and a different handlebar cover than the XT came with. But the biggest plus that you get on this model is the Fox Podium shocks. I have an XT. If I wanted to purchase those Fox Podium shocks, it is $1,500 per shock, and at 4 shocks, what's that, $6 grand? That's pretty steep. Where if you buy it as the model, you get that for an extra $2 grand. With the XTP, you still get the winch. I've already used mine numerous times. The only complaint I have, I wish it came with a synthetic cable instead of the metal cable, because I tore that up really fast. Maybe it's my lack of knowledge. Maybe I did something wrong, but the synthetic rope that I put on there is way better. Next on there is the XXC model, and honestly, when I tried to compare these, the only thing I noticed is with the XXC, you can only get it in 1000. It came with different front bumpers. It's like a pre-runner styled front bumper that it comes with. And then it came with different colors. It still came with the Fox Podium shocks, but it did not come with a winch. This is more of a race-inspired type machine. It comes with the ITP Terracross, as well as the XTP came with the ITP Terracross on it. The XMR is where you get a big difference. This is a straight up mud machine. Now these came in the 850 and the 1000, came with 30-inch ITP cryptids from the factory versus the 26-inch that all the other models pretty much come with. The XMR has an actual full lock front differential instead of the auto lock that all the other ones have. And one of the big obvious is it comes radiator relocated on the front with snorkels. Now, if you ride in the mud, that radiator relocate is a big difference. I've never had a machine where I went through any type of mud that caked the radiator and became a problem for me until my Outlander XT. It's a 2024 850. And I've had to rinse the radiator out multiple times just riding through some muddier holes. I get something to do with the angle of the radiator, people complain about. So the radiator relocate, if you're going mudding, is a must. The XMR comes with a larger gauge. I don't know what the difference that you get, what extra specs you get out of that gauge versus mine, because the XT model gives me so much. I couldn't see the XMR having something different on there. I could be wrong. The XMR comes with a high clearance footrest. Everybody calls it something different. Mine cake up real bad. Well, the XMR has bigger holes in the bottom to allow the mud to come through. I know mine cake up real bad and they get actually pretty slick. The XMR comes with a different shock, although it's not the Fox Podiums. It comes with a different shock versus all the other models. Personally, I think my XT ride's fantastic. I would really love to know how a XTP or XXC rode on the Fox podiums to know if they were really worth the money. Maybe we'll see in the future. Thanks for watching, and if you feel like I left something out because you might actually have one of these models, or if you have an XMR, please let me know what the bigger gauge is. It says it's a 7-inch gauge versus mine's a 4-inch gauge. I'd love to know. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out the rest of the channel content.